Hey, everybody, welcome back to Mainframe Comic Con 2.0. Cannot thank enough all the guests who have donated their time to join us here for Mainframe, trying to raise money for COVID-19 relief. So head on over to mainframecomiccon.com, look for those donate buttons, give what you can, $1 here, $5 there, or buy a Mainframe Comic Con t shirt. And 100% of all t shirt sales are going to go to COVID-19 relief. So head on over to the mainframecomiccon.com shop. And I'm running out of breath. Cannot wait to introduce our next guest. People last time we did Mainframe asked us, why no cosplay contest? And then the great David Dastmalchian himself said, why not any cosplay contest? I do a comic book, Count Crowley. So I'm going to go ahead and welcome here. You know him from so many things, including Mainframe Comic Con Day 1. The great and talented Mr. David Dastmalchian. Awesome set man.
Good afternoon. Hi. Thank you. Good to see you, my friend.
We are so excited to do this cosplay contest. Let me just look at your set real quick. You look like you're on the set of Svengoolie. I see your Svengoolie shirt chilling down there.
Who's Svengoolie? I've never heard of him before. He sounds like a complete hack.
Well,
I will say, everyone who is watching, thank you for joining us. And this set was very helpfully assembled this morning with my son, who's only 6 and was a little scared of some of the elements. But obviously, and I have to say this before we start, it is a very, very, very dark and difficult time for all of us right now. So the fact that you're here watching this hopefully gives you a moment of laughter and joy. And it was actually really a kind of an important moment for me getting to do this with my son today, because this world of monsters and horror and comic books and what you're doing, Chuck, and everyone at Mainframe, it's so important to me. And I know the world is facing huge problems and our country's facing a huge problem right now. And so it was, as silly as it may sound, I think some of you out there may get it, putting together this haunted set today with my 6-year-old. I found myself getting kind of choked up, and I'm just grateful that I have this moment with you guys to talk about something that I love and care about, while at the same time acknowledging that there is definitely a emergency going on. And I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge that I think we're all carrying some heavy hearts today. So thank you guys so much for being with us today. It means more than I can even say properly right now.
I think one of our cosplayers is crying in the background. I see it right now. David, I want to go ahead and kick off. Really want to introduce our guest judge, Mr. Lloyd Kaufman, who's going to be joining us here fairly soon. But first, I want to talk a little bit about Count Crowley, the comic book. You guys are just about to celebrate the launch of your trade paperback. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Very excited. I just got my first physical copy of the comic, and I think, are Lucas and Megan joining us as well today, Chuck?
I don't see them. They
don't see them. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you guys are watching, and I hope you're tuning in soon. But I mentioned them because Megan is our editor, Lucas, the incredible artist who has, developed and designed this incredible design of Jerry that you're looking at. But the trade paperback is available now. It takes the first 4 issues of Count Crowley and puts them all into this incredible thing that Dark Horse has put together. As everyone knows, trades are such a great way to enjoy comics nowadays when it's hard to get to the individual issues. And there's so much bonus art in this that Lucas put together for us. And it's just, he really dug in, and I was able to write some of my feelings and thoughts about what this experience has meant to me. So if you have an opportunity, please call your local comic shop and offer your support to them. See if it's possible to get Count Crowley and any other titles that you may be reading or love right now. And if you've never bought a comic book before, this is a good one to start. But find out how you can support them by hopefully ordering through them. And a lot of shops around the country right now, I know in Chicago, LA, New York, and elsewhere that I've spoken to, are doing curbside pickup, safe drop-offs. So please support your brick and mortar comic shops.
Absolutely do. And that's just good advice for any time of the year, but especially now, because so many brick and mortar shops, comics, bookstores, everybody's really struggling. Brief little note: if you are in Chicago, I know Chicago Comics is opening their doors to a limited number of customers starting this week. So definitely head. Dave, have you ever been to Chicago Comics here in Lakeview?
Hello to all my friends at Chicago Comics. When I was living in Chicago, I worked downtown right next to a Graham Crackers, and that was my regular weekly stop. On Thursdays, I would go into the Graham Crackers on Washington, but then Chicago comics. There was a Black Cat at that point in Andersonville that I really loved. There's so many good shops in Chicago for buying your comics, toys, games, and they need us right now, as well as all around the country. I don't care if you're in Erie, Indiana, all the way to Bakersfield, California. Comic shops are more than just a place where you go buy comics. And those of you who are watching, I'm sure already know and are aware of that, but they're an important part of our society and our culture. And that sounds grand, but it's true. It's a place where misfits and those who maybe just love to escape in their imagination, science fiction, superhero worlds, get a chance to come together, share ideas, find out about new titles, artists, writers. And I'm just so lucky and proud that I get to be a part of the comic book world now. As most of you know, I've been collecting, loving, reading comic books, been a part of some of the best comic book film adaptations ever made as an actor, but I never imagined I would actually get to see one of my ideas brought to life in the pages of a comic book, so incredibly drawn, colored, lettered, and edited as what Dark Horse has done for me. So I'm just feeling a lot of gratitude today, and I love horror hosts, in case you haven't noticed. And so the fact that my comic takes place in the world of monsters and horror hosts is something that means a lot to me as well.
Well, the book is called Count Crowley, and if nothing else, it has launched what is about to be the greatest cosplay contest in the history of cosplay contests. So I think we have some people that have something they're going to read for us. There they are, Anna. You are on. So let's go ahead and kick this off with a little statement from our friends here. Go for it.
It's late at night. Lock your doors up tight. Dr. Fearless is here to share the things that bump and things that scare. So hold on tight and gather near. The Count Crowley Cosplay Contest is here.
Oh my God, that was phenomenal.
Woo! That was freaking awesome.
Hi. It's so nice to actually see you and talk to you. And it's an honor.
Through the internet. Wow, holy crap, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Chuck, I'm going to get all kinds of screen grabs from this later, right? We're going to go all kinds of.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great.
This is going to be all over the place. Anna, you guys stick around, man. Just hang out. So before we kick off the actual judging portion of the show, you can't have a contest without a judge. Am I right?
That's right.
So
That's right.
Who better to judge horror and the look of horror than the great, the president of Trauma Entertainment, the mayor of Tromaville, Mr. Lloyd Kaufman? Hit it. Yes, the brown note.
As David knows, that's Prokofiev, and he used to cosplay when he was choreographing Romeo and Juliet ballet. He would dress up as Juliet and dance around, and it was great cosplay. Tchaikovsky was very jealous, right, David? You know,
very jealous.
Anyway, what great cosplay here! I shouldn't even be on here. Alaphylaxia and all that. Anaphylaxia. This clarinet. There's nothing.
Lloyd,
anyway, keep going.
We got to make this a regular thing. That's 2 days in a row I get to see your incredible face. This is great an honor and a joy. Thank you for coming by to look at these.
David and I are going on the road soon. Don't we have a
we got a show.
tour?
We're going to do dinner theaters. We're going to do haunted houses. We're going to do a stand-up act. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, with a Count Crowley road tour. Count Crowley road tour.
When Count Crowley, the movie or TV show, whatever, becomes the reality that I'm dreaming every day and hoping and praying, and I know it's going to happen, only because I refuse to sleep until it does. I can't wait for you to come and be a part of that with us. And look, now we've got some other people that I have to bring on as well.
We do. Let's go ahead and get in all of our participants sort of one at a time. We've got the totally awesome. I loved this submission. Riley Nelson. Wow. Looking amazing, Riley.
Thank you.
Welcome to the contest. We've got one other person who's on, ironically, I think audio only.
Oh,
Michael, are you there?
Oh. Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. And that's the nice way to win a cosplay contest. Just don't show your face at all.
Do you know, I'm not sure how to put that on. Do you know how to fix that? Or
try logging back off and then logging back on just like through your cell phone.
okay, because I'm on my computer right now.
Yeah, there you go. So while we wait for him to come back, guys, Riley, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about your costume and what went into creating your amazing Count Crowley costume.
I mean, it was really, really difficult because none of this stuff exists anymore. But yeah, I don't know. I give a lot of thanks to some people that helped me out a lot. And I don't know. And it just worked really hard to try to get the makeup right.
It looks great. Is there anything you'd like to say to David?
Chuck, too, that as I had said with Lloyd, as somebody who dreams, and I have been dreaming for many years about the possibility that Count Crowley could someday become something that people wouldn't just read in a comic book, but be able to see on either television or in a movie. Seeing people putting on the costumes and the makeup, and it's just it has this like very crazy effect on me. I feel like I'm about 9 right now. I want to jump up and down, but my goodness, you look amazing. And I think the person who's under all that makeup must be an amazing person to put that much effort in. All of you guys, thank you. It means more than I can say.
This lineup is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Lloyd, your first overall impression of all of these wonderful cosplayers.
The Toxic Avenger is here, Riley, and Toxie is very, very impressed. And anaphylaxia, what more can I say? Toxie's very excited. He lost his head because of you.
So before we move on into the judging, we have Michael back, but it's still just audio. So I think we're going to bring him on. Just
By the way, David,
describe it.
Yes, Lloyd.
David, you probably agree with me, but it's very difficult. And I think you and I probably are opposed to judging art, because art is really something that comes from the heart, the brain, and soul of the artist.
That goes on the heels of something that I would like to announce after we make this. And you're right. At this point, it's arbitrary, and I think it's like flipping a coin because there's so many. And by the way, to everybody who's watching that didn't get a chance, that didn't get selected for our finalists, I know that everybody at Mainframe and Chuck and others were, we were emailing, and it was overwhelming how many people were submitting and contributing their work. Yes, we've got a couple of our special
there they are.
Honorary mentions here who I want to thank for submitting. We had people from all over the country and around the world sending in pictures of themselves dressed in Crowley attire and other characters from the show. So you're right though, Lloyd. Yeah, it's like saying it's like any award show. We all know it's bogus, but basically whoever paid us off the most is who's going to win.
Well, all I can tell you, last night I went through 52,000 cosplay, Count Crowley cosplay, and basically 49,998 were really so much better than anything in any trauma movie, let me tell you.
Well, Michael, you are on. I want you to describe us your cosplay. What are you wearing, sir?
I am wearing a cape, I guess, and then I painted. I'm sorry, I don't know why it's not working. I'm trying to do it off my phone.
Okay, Michael, we can also pull up your photo later to show everybody, because I did see yours. I remember that the guys at Mainframe sent me yours when it came through, and it was absolutely dazzling. And if we can't pull it up right now during the panel, that's okay.
It looked exactly like this.
Whoa.
That's good.
Well, there, wow, look at that. That's photorealism right there. That's
amazing. Well done, Michael.
What's important, Michael, did you have fun doing it?
Yeah. I mean, I dressed up, so it kind of bums me out that I can't show you guys. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
I will be posting the people who are with us today on the panels, like individual shots that were submitted, because Mainframe just sent me a bunch of those, but also some of our honorary mentions as well. So just know that if you're watching this and you want to see what Michael looked like, or the incredible layout, Riley did a whole photo shoot on, it looked like, was that a roof?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my rooftop.
Great. And our pair of Dr. Fearless and Count Crowley up there was a photo of them in front of a fake television that basically made my heart burst. So all those will be posted on my Instagram, the Count Crowley Instagram, the Facebook page. I'm sure Dark Horse will be reposting all those. I'm sure Mainframe will be reposting those. So Michael, I know it's frustrating, but this is tech crap. Don't worry about it. And everyone will get
Michael, is there somebody under the age of 13 anywhere near you? Because certainly that person could fix this problem.
Yeah, probably. I can give me 1 second.
I was
keep on
worried about where
logging out.
is going, but I get what you're saying, Lloyd. Yeah, that's very smart.
That's how I do it.
Right.
Are there any youths?
Exactly. So let's go ahead and get into the judging portion of our contest. David, let's talk about some of the prizes and what our cosplayers are competing for.
Well, luckily, my wife got me quite a few of these. They're limited custom enamel pins that are one of a kind that were made for Count Crowley. Those will be going to every single person who entered the contest, and then we will be designating a winner today. But I have decided, because I was so moved by the submissions that we got, that everybody who's on our panel here today will also be getting a signed trade paperback copy of Count Crowley, Lucky Midnight Monster Hunter from Dark Horse Comics, which I will personally sign. And then I have some really fun surprises from the crypt, little knickknacks and things that I've kept as I've been putting together Count Crowley the last 30 years that come from my obsession with horror. So I'm going to put in some surprises. So when we're offline, people can email their mailing addresses to, and I think they already have, to Mainframe. And so I know where to send this stuff.
Well, let's go ahead and kick it off. Anna, you and your team have had no idea you were going to be competing in the cosplay contest, but guess what? You are.
Oh.
So why don't we take a look at? We'll try to get a little close up of your shots. Do you mind kind of showing us a little bit more of all the work that you guys put into it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, hold on, let me get the.
We got to get our special
first
thing.
Yeah, the first thing we worked on was this. Hold on, this way. Was the comic portion, the comic book frame.
So
And
good.
then my friend Zepp here did a lot of the procuring of all the pieces, the wigs and capes and stuff. And then my daughter actually helped us in the image. There's hands coming around. That was my daughter's hands. And yeah, we spent some time. We were actually working on this before the pandemic hit, and then we kind of put everything on hold. But then as soon as we heard that there was a contest, we're like, we have to.
And Anna she painted the frame all by herself. She did that. That was 100% her. It was my idea.
It was Zepp's idea.
She did it all freehand, copying the comic because we wanted to recreate that scene. We made the pumpkins and there's skulls here. We made those from clay, and then I made this supposed to be a bat out of clay as well. Let me get a little closer. I made the front, and I made sure to do the back because we noticed that in the videos, the trailers that David did, it was always turned around, and it was very frustrating to try to get the front of the bat. But we got it, and we had a blast doing it. It was so much fun,
it was a lot of fun.
It's just an honor to do this for you. And we really love you, David, and we're big fans.
We are.
And this was just an amazing experience altogether.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, Riley,
Well,
go ahead. Lloyd, go.
Let me say this about that, because I love David and I'm a big Count Crowley fan. Uncle Lloyd is going to give to the three top prizes an original Toxic Avenger signed theatrical poster. So Chuck, if you can send me, I'm so moved by what I've seen in the loyalty.
Oh, wow.
The dedication.
This is so amazing.
I would be kissing you on your mouth right now if you were in the same room as me, Lloyd.
I'm going to remember that.
I would be jamming my lips all over your face. I love you. Thank you, Lloyd.
Well, I love you. And David and Chuck, I'll send you my email. Well, you have it. Just email me where to send them. Troma's closed now. We're paying everybody. So thank you for subscribing to Troma Now and supporting us. But as soon as we can get back in there, we'll send out the posters.
Riley, I want you to go ahead and kind of show us what you're working with. That sounded way dirtier than I intended.
It's a good package.
Go ahead.
I don't know. This is just the basic thing. As the other contestants, I was also working on this cosplay for a long time. This is made out of leather and spray painted,
Nice.
hard leather. Just, luckily much of this is regular clothing, just a black tank top and like a studded belt and fishnets and stuff like that, and stuff you can find in a Halloween store. And I would like to get a better wig when this pandemic is over, but I'm absolutely in love with anaphylaxis, and I don't remember your name, but the other person, because you both have the combo, so I think that you have like the powerhouse.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You look fantastic as well. Thank you.
You do.
And Michael, I'd like you to show us your cosplay, even though you're just audio at this moment.
We're gonna try to bring it up on my another computer.
That's okay. You describe it so well.
I put a lot of white makeup on for sure. And then I did like black eyeliner, a whole bunch of black eyeliner.
So Lloyd, I want to cut to you and David, man. Let's go ahead and who do we think? Let's go ahead and hand out some trophies.
Lloyd, go ahead. Go ahead. Lloyd, I'm pulling up a picture of our friend here, Michael, because I saw his.
Oh, good.
Here it is.
Where are you from, Riley?
I'm from Los Angeles, California.
I'm
Sweet.
just going to get that photo, David, of you real quick.
Chuck, you've got the official Count Crowley mask on. I see. You look amazing.
I do.
It's very bright. Chuck is scary as hell, but it's okay.
See, Lloyd,
There it is.
there's Michael.
Oh wow! I don't. Boy,
That's really great.
Michael is terrific. Yeah, fantoxic, as we say.
There.
I really wish we could get him on screen.
Yeah.
That's okay. We're making do with what we got. So Lloyd, let's start judging some cosplay. What do you say?
Well, I would say certainly Michael and Riley and Anaphylaxis and the two people together, because as Riley said, they got the double whammy there. So I think you have to each, at least in terms of the Toxic Avenger theatrical posters, I'd say we'll have to find a fourth one somewhere deep in the basement of the Trauma building and send one to all four of you.
All winners?
In my head, yeah.
Amazing.
Gee, and the personalities are so great. Actually, four of you, yeah. And Michael, the big M there is incredible.
Very good.
David, what do you think, man?
I'm gonna do a tie break.
Nice.
I crown one person the ultimate champion of this, but know that all three of these are winners. In fact, everybody, if you're watching and you didn't get selected, Jesus, there were so many good ones. It was really hard to pick.
I think I'm in there. All right, I think I figured it out, guys.
I'm gonna say,
all right, let's try it.
Dr. Fearless, Count
here. Hopefully, nope, of course not. That's echoing. Sure, hold it.
Oh, hold on. Hang on. I do have it. Just keep talking.
I want that one.
It's good sound play.
Oops, and I turned my makeup. Perfect.
Keep talking, guys.
Well, I'm going to say that the gold medal, the crown, will go to.
Some
Hold on,
doesn't
there he
happen.
is.
I'm
There
gonna start
he is.
playing. Hey!
Yay!
I knew if I took the clarinet out, it would happen.
Is that Ben?
So Michael, show us your cosplay.
Michael,
I also need glasses to see, so kind of close. But I made this for, like, I drew it, I guess, and then I drew like the, oops, and these are flipped over.
Well done, sir.
Beautiful.
Michael. Oh, yes. Lucas will be very proud of you.
The Blackbird Bourbon Whiskey.
That's awesome.
Riley, do you have a bottle?
I have a glass.
Everybody knows Jerry likes her drink. Well, I am
You
going.
do.
I'm going to concur with Lloyd. All of these 3 today are winners. They will all be getting the winner's prize package. But for just for title alone, I do believe Anna and Zepp are going to take the ultimate prize at the end of the day.
Wow. Yay.
But I do I want to give a special shout out too to Michael. There was only 2 male submissions for Jerry. There was 1 male submission for another character, but yours, it really makes me now jealous that, like, why didn't I do my own Jerry? I've always been so for the next one, I will be showing up as Jerry, and I'm gonna top you, Michael. Now the competition's really on. But all of you guys, my heart is so swollen. I mean, it is such a effed up, dark 24 hours, and I keep crying because the world is burning. But doing this moment right here with you guys means so much to me, to know that you took the time and effort to put together something based on this comic book that I wrote. It means more to me than I can say. So thank you guys for taking time out of this crazy thing. And Chuck, everyone at Mainframe, thanks for helping organize this. Lloyd, you're such a hero to me and what you've done. And so the fact that you're willing to take time to come and sit with us and be a part of this, it's just, you guys make me so grateful to be alive, even though we're living in such a dark time right now. So thank you all very much.
Well, the Toxic Avenger and I are very grateful to you and to Chuck for letting me be part of this. A great honor, as I said, better than an Oscar, because truth and love are the answer.
Yes.
Thank you all so much. David, thank you so much for putting this whole thing together and bringing a little ray of sunshine in everybody's world this weekend. David, Lloyd, all our contestants, thank you so much for being here, guys. We're going to stick around. We've got Tim Rosen from Winona Earp coming up right after this break. So, Lloyd, you want to play us out?
Sure. Thanks, Chuck. Here we go. Get ready, everybody. This is the theme song of Count Crowley.
And away we go.